Welcome to Sugar Springs, the house tour video series. I was going to do just one tour video, call it done, make my life easier, but as I was filming, there were just too many things in each room that I really liked and wanted to talk about, so we're splitting it up into a series and breaking it down room by room. Today, we're going to talk about the living room. This is the main living space in our house, and this room, more than any other, has gone through the most iterations, mostly because when I first moved in here, everything I had was either a hand-me-down from my parents, or it was stuff that I had purchased when my family was living in India. So it was a lot of Asian stuff concentrated in one room of a very Victorian farmhouse. Over the years, I've been able to figure out better places to kind of disperse all the different cultural pieces I have so that it feels still like a farmhouse, but more eclectic and like traveled, I guess you would say. Some of my favorite pieces in this room would have to be, to start off, the piano that I bought when my family was living in Russia. Actually, I don't think I bought the piano. I think my mom bought it for me. I also love the collection of candlesticks that we have behind our couch because that was some of the centerpieces that we used at our wedding. There's also a set of file cabinets that I found on Facebook Marketplace for free. Just the story of being on Marketplace at the right time because he had literally listed them like 2 minutes prior. There's still a few pieces from India that I have in here, like our TV console and the little trunk that's next to our sofa. And I think they bring a nice little touch of my world traveling into this room in a way that feels still true to the house. Oh yeah, my coffee table is possibly one of my favorite pieces of furniture that I have ever purchased. My brother came to visit me in Boston and I took him to my favorite antique store because he also loves antiquing. And I had just gotten a bonus from work. It was a $300 bonus. And I saw this coffee table and it was exactly $300. And it was an old hatch door to a ship. So the fireplace is a bit of a controversy. We are contemplating taking it down because it's not original to the house, and when I had it inspected when I first moved in, the guy told me that there were holes riddled throughout the entire pipe. The box was not safe, and to basically never use the fireplace unless I wanted to burn down my entire house. And then proceeded to quote me $40,000 to have it repaired. So now it's just a beautiful, large decoration that in the summer fills with wasps.
Doesn't work.
Oh my gosh, there's one in there right now.
Ew, really?
Yeah. We did whitewash it though, and so it looks a lot better. The desk in here was a gift from my mom. I know she's giving me a lot of stuff. Thank you, Mom. The deal with this desk though was my grandpa had kept it in his hanger and he had stored oil on it, and so there were oil stains all over the table. And she made me a deal that if I restored the table, that I got to keep it. This is where I do pretty much anything that requires work on the computer. So all of my social media scheduling, my editing, correspondence, all that official sounding stuff. That all happens right here. The art in this room is a combination of stuff that I found while traveling at the thrift store or that I personally did. And there's a few pieces as well that my grandma painted. So starting with the piece over the fireplace, that is a piece that I did. Mostly I just needed something big to go over the fireplace. Then the next piece is the naked lady over my file cabinet. And I actually found that on a trip to Utah with my husband. We had flown out for his job and I was spending the day thrift shopping. Didn't know how I was gonna get it home, but I bought it anyway. And I happened to have a friend who was driving back from Utah to Arkansas. And then the two pieces behind the sofa used to be, we used them first as boards at our wedding that had the menu on them. And then I repainted them because obviously I don't need a menu anymore. And did mine and my husband's birth flowers on each of the boards. The painting over the curio cabinet behind my desk is a painting that my grandma did. She used to live in California, so she has quite a few of these gorgeous beach paintings that I have throughout my house. And then the last two pieces in the corners of each room are from my travels. One when I was nannying in the Czech Republic, and then another when I went to China with my mom and my sisters to visit a friend. I'm trying to film this really quick before the daughter and dogs come downstairs, but I really hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next room.